Hey guys, Jimmy God here, and today I'm going to be showing you the PBC International Jumping Penguin. This is the red earmuff and scarf version. There's also a blue version that Chantilly guy had. He actually had it repaired, but his was a first gen that was low pitched. I do have footage of the one that he had saved in my Chantilly guy re-uploads playlist, which, as requested by him, he wanted those videos unlisted, so I wanted to follow his wishes. So if you want to see footage of his jumping penguin before it got thrown away, you could check out the Chantilly guy re-uploads playlist. And I know that another friend of mine, Chris Benson, also known as Funny Bird, actually has this exact version too, but his is also a first gen, and the wing and head movement on his doesn't work, presumably due to a locked up motor. Mine, on the other hand, is a second gen, and it actually works perfectly. Now, of course, when I got it, it did have the common issue where one half of the bobbing up and down mechanism was actually snapped in half. Now, from what I know, this piece seems to be pretty brittle because it's got, like, extra tension from those wings. It actually has, so to give you a summary of how the mechanism works, it's basically just like the singing bear mechanism, you know, with the mouthpiece that moves the mouth up and down using the bobbing up and down mechanism, but it also has two custom screw holders on the sides of the loop that goes into the gearbox, where the wings attach to by two screws. Makes a chain of screws and plastic pieces that connects to the wings, and the bottom portion of that piece was completely snapped off, so I had to completely disassemble this guy, and seeing how thin that piece was, I knew that just ordinary glue wasn't going to do the trick to keep it in place. So what I did was I used a super glue mix of super glue gel and baking soda to where it would actually seal it, rather than just sit there and hold it, and even then the substance, I feel, is somewhat still fragile, so even if it is a reinforcement to keep the piece together permanently. So once the piece dried, I actually had to reassemble it carefully so I wouldn't break the piece. I actually had to re-glue it like 3 or 4 times because the first time I actually had the screw holders on backwards, so I had to do that all over again, and eventually I got it. I don't know how I didn't manage to mess up the piece completely. Thank God I didn't. But here it sits. It fully works. The only flaw it has now is that the glue that attaches this fabric bottom piece of the mouth to the mouthpiece itself, I had to actually break that off. That's something you have to do when you're repairing a PBC item. You have to break the glue off the mouth. And of course, when you reassemble it, you could try sliding the mouth back onto the mouthpiece, but it's not going to hold on without the glue. So instead of completely disassembling it again just to put some glue on the mouthpiece, I would probably just cut a hole in the mouthpiece and just glue it from there. That would probably make it easier. I didn't do that with mine yet, but I probably will someday. Who knows? But anyways, this guy's head and wings flap, and he jumps up and down while singing Sleigh Ride. So here he is in action. So yeah, this took me maybe about 6 hours to repair, guys, but needless to say, it was definitely worth it. Alright, here's the tag. It says Musical Collection, PBC International, making history one hug at a time. I actually got a few more PBC items with that tag, too. I'll I'll probably get to that in a later time. Visit our website, pbcintl.com, to see more PBC musical and animated plush items along with our Chantilly Lane musical collection. There it is. 15-inch jumping penguins. This is item number 05456, made in China. Now here's an up-close look at the character. It's got a bit of a paint loss on that eye there. I could probably just paint that, repaint that pretty easily. And as you can see, the scarf does look a little sloppy. That's because the original stitching for that actually came undone, so I had to completely redo that. And I think it turned out okay. And PBC actually remade this character a couple times too. I think this was made up until 2009, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Peppermint Penguin, the second wave of jumping penguins, came in. And then I think there was a rare variant that Cuddles Punisher, who is no longer active on YouTube from what I know, actually, there's the tag, PBC International. From what I know, he actually had a rare variant that had a plaid winter hat and glasses. And that variant's pretty hard to find. And it doesn't use the same exact fuzzy material that these first and second generations of the penguins have. It's a more straightforward plush fabric, kind of like the white section. It's that, but it's in black for the penguin. So yeah, and this guy's actually pretty hard to find nowadays. And also another goof I made when I was a kid was, I thought that P was a lowercase a, so I thought it was ABC International, but it's really PBC International. Because I took a second look and said, oh, it's PBC, not ABC. If it was ABC, that would be pretty stupid. But anyways, here he is in action a couple more times. Play it one last time. And there you go, guys. That's the PBC International Jumping Penguin, the red version. I actually had the blue version growing up, and that was the very first PBC International item I ever owned. Another fun fact. But this isn't the blue version I grew up with, but it'll definitely suffice. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.